It turns out that the VTuber that Gator was so excited to meet, he made a fool of himself in a video that has almost 150,000 views on my Twitter now. Mind blowing views on the Twitter. Still pinned at the top of my Twitter, by the way. Where he made an absolute fucking fool of himself trying to hit on this absolute degenerate VTuber. And at the time, you know, I figured they had to be pretty sick to know about Gator and Ranbot. You know, I know about them, unfortunately, but, you know, I'm in the sector, so I'm already sick by definition. But, but this VTuber knew him by name and, like, etc. I think they're Australian as well. So I was like, that's curious. They didn't seem happy to meet Gator, by the way.
Sector Respecter sent $5 on Rumble. This makes 24 donuts a day seem healthy and wholesome.
Yeah, remember when we were making fun of his donut consumption, not his lolicon consumption? That seems like a different time. That seems like a long, long time ago. Are we sure it's even a real woman? I mean, are we sure of anything around here besides Gator being the alleged pedophile crocodile? You're not going to believe. You're not. By the way, I downloaded the first stream just in case they tried to pull some shenanigans. They tried to pull some shenanigans. There's a couple different little things we have here to go through. But I have it downloaded on the old... Fuck, maybe I should delete it now that I think about it. It's on my computer. I don't know how bad it is. It's on YouTube, so I assume it's legal, quote unquote. But maybe I'll delete it right after the show just in case. I don't know. I just not considered that. But 42% of the way there on the goal, by the way. Powerchat.live/the-Rob-for-Tour, Killstream.live/tip, $ Sunset Squad on Cash App. Also, Rumble Rants. I posted the interview with Ferryman, Alex Vrend, last night as well. Big stream yesterday. Amazing moment. We have a Chris Guy follow-up as well. I don't think he's been asleep the whole time. He sent me an email. I didn't respond to it, but he's like, you think I didn't know what you were trying to do? I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'll respond to it after the show, but anyway, that's a little update there. We'll show his video later. But I got tipped off to this video, this stream. And you see my tweet here. And it has, how many views does it have now? I quote tweeted the video. It has almost 20,000 views. So it turns out the Gator Gamer's favorite VTuber, Kiki, this one's out there. Who could have guessed? She's into lolicon at the top of the list, scat, and then I wrote urination twice by accident, and then I was told that was okay because apparently they're really, really into urination. The fetish showed twice. I had to list it twice for them. It's not nice for me, to be clear. Rape, they're into that as well, among many other. They made a S-tier list, whatever the fuck you call that shit, of their fetishes.
A Smaster 33 sent $1 on Rumble. Gator fucks kids. Certified crocodile, certified pedophile.
We didn't even play Kendrick to start the show. I was planning to play it for the outro. I'm still getting stuff sent. A side-by-side of the character Gator was trying to cosplay as. Yeah, I actually saw that. Maybe I'll tweet that out later. It's brutal. It's tough out there. It's really tough out there. Oh, man. Everybody piling on Gator. Anyway, off to this. And then I was tipped off to this. So Gator's been crushing on this sick freak for quite some time. This was in March. Before I pull up the video, let's do a little story time here. I think sometimes all I need is a little hug or for you to tell me it's okay and I feel better. I mean, not feeling great right now, but I know it will pass soon and I'll be feeling humble in no time. Thank you for the reassurance and kind words, everyone. It means so much. It means so much. And then Gator sent this out. Everything will be okay. Daijubu Rabbit, which I don't know. That's some kind of weeb speak. I don't even know what the fuck that means. But this is Gator, who presumably used AI or had this commission, one or the other, of him giving this sick freak a pat on the head. Now, I called them a sick puppy because people have been calling it a puppy, but it's actually a rabbit.
A Smaster 33 sent $1 on Rumble. Remember that decal on my car, Gator. Winterville ain't that long of a drive.
So, notice they're both wearing the matching shirt as well. God bless America. God bless America. Save America, please. So this is Gator. Remember how dismissive she was when they met, quote unquote, via video conference, VTuber Lolicon conference. So he's been crushing on this person who doesn't even care for him in the first place, and obviously no chance in hell of ever any type of hookup or anything like that whatsoever. It's mental. It goes back to the rant I did the other day. Gator, try to get a real woman. Like, this person is a paid whore, to be quite real with you, and it's a paid cartoon whore. You can't actually have that whore. There are whores you can pay for and have. This is not one of them. But Gator has been crushing after this absolute freak for months and months, apparently. And I didn't know because I don't follow his shit unless somebody sends it to me. And, of course, this week we have been. But normally I don't. So, this was sent to me. And I was like, what the fuck? What in the fuck? Then this was sent to me. Let me see if I have this. Now, this was on the 29th. So it was before the Off-Kai Con, whatever the fuck, pedophile conference, alleged pedophile conference that they had there. So this was before. Well, you can finally get IRL head pats, so think of it that way. Now, the original tweet I don't have, but I guess the VTuber said something about being nervous maybe or something. I don't know. You can't fucking head pat a fucking computer screen. Well, I guess you can, but it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, here, I'll put my laptop here. Oh, God. Fucking. I'm trying not to use the Lord's name in vain, but it's honestly tough. It's tough when you go through this. So I just want to give you a little background here before we go through this. And I haven't went through this stream yet. Should I give you a little what we're in store for? Because Shamu already clipped out a money clip here. And like I said, I just, courtesy of someone in the post, actually posting timestamp. Me off to this, I was like, did you go through and fucking timestamp that? What the fuck? Wow, legend. And then they're like, oh, well, no. Somebody that. Here's the VTuber Gator talks to in the video, talking about their favorite fetish being lolicon and how they pretend to be the child. Seek help.
Dixie Respector sent $5. Friendly reminder on this day anniversary that the wrong side won.
This is the anniversary of D-Day. You're correct about that. What is it? 80 years, I think? Yeah, 80 years ago. Today was D-Day. Well, I have a different D-Day in mind. We're storming the pedophile beaches and taking no prisoners.
Okay, lolicon, obviously, tag I look for. Most stuff I like is
What do you mean, obviously?
got lolicon in it. I think it's the best tag out there, probably. I put it at #1, probably, in my tags. Because I am a big self-inserter. I like to self-insert a lot, and I think there's nothing better than seeing something with a lolly in it. I am more of just a lolliconner than like a what's it called, like a toddler conner. I don't know when it.
A toddler conner. Now look, I had never even heard that term before this video. A toddler conner. But she admits that she's partially a toddler conner. Just more of a lolly conner than a toddler conner. What? So Gator, who for years has been trying to deny his association with lolicon and his fetish for lolicon for years and years, is being outed in a spectacular fashion by me, quite frankly. But other people are jumping on the train too, and I encourage that. Even people I have issues with, whatever. Drag him out into the street. Because he's been lying about this for years and years and years. He got on this show, actually, and lied about it. It said he was against lolicon several times on this show. Turns out, that's not the case. Turns out, that was a complete fiction. The writers made it up.
I know it's like weird to put that in there or to specify, but like when they look like way too young, I mean, if I'm in a certain mood, I'll really like it, and I'll self-insert, but most of the time I'll be like...
Self-insert? So they'll imagine themselves as the lolicon or the toddler con. If you don't know what that means.
I don't know. I mostly go for the ones where they just look little, you know what I mean? But not like too little. But not like... But I don't know. They need to have no womanly features at all. Like...
No womanly features at all is what they need to have. I mean, we could just stop the show now, honestly. But we could do that. We're not going to. Audio clipping, somebody told me. Let me know if you're hearing that. I'm going to get a new roadcaster when I go to America, and hopefully that'll clear it up. I think it might be the clips doing that, actually. But whatever. Just throw this microphone across the room. Maybe that'll fix it. Why is Null not exposing this? Well, to be fair, it's Kiwi Farms now after I started posting about it.
A Smaster 33 sent $1 on Rumble. This bitch needs to self-insert into an oven.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But to be fair, after the Ralph Amel started kicking up the hornet's nest, as soon as I got up this morning, well, a little bit after, I had some food delivered. By the way, tomorrow night when we do movie night, if we hit the goal tomorrow, I won't have to go anywhere. I got all my food here. We'll be good to go. Right after the show, no delays, right into movie night. Now, what will we watch? I don't know. We don't have any suggestions yet for this week, but no delays, and we'll be able to jump right into it. So just a little update on that. But let's go to this. This is 4 hours, by the way. 4 hours of pure, uncut, unfiltered, unadulterated, pure fucking degeneracy. Now, the timestamps are in the comments, but I also have them here, so I'm scrolling back up. Let me see here. Also, Chris Sky, I have that video loaded too. What a nut. My God, there's so many timestamps you wouldn't even believe. Okay. Thankfully, there are timestamps, though. Now, for the ones with weak stomachs, this might not be for you, but I feel like we're on a mission from God, as the Blues Brothers would say, and I got my Blues Brothers glasses on. We're on a mission from God to stamp these fuckers out. And if we can't stamp them out, we're going to expose them and drag them out into the street. The proverbial public internet street. And spotlight them and put them out in the sunshine. Because they say sunshine is the greatest disinfectant, is what they say. So if we can't stamp them out, we're at least going to make people well aware of what the fuck's going on, because I feel like, and you've seen, we've asked a few guests about it, they don't even know about this shit. And to be fair, I didn't, I knew there was some dodgy, weird, fucking creepy shit going on, but I never really, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to learn. But Gator forced us to learn by his cringe behavior this past weekend. He's the one who forced this upon us. So, all the VTubers out there, all the creepy pedo baiting faggots, well, you have one fat fuck to blame. And it's not me, because I check in at 175 these days. Slim and trim. Although I still need to tone it up. But that's okay, because Gator checks in at 335, and you should blame him. Because if it wasn't for his cringe behavior, I probably wouldn't even be on this topic. So, as I said the other day on Twitter, this is the most Gator's ever contributed to the Killstream in his entire history of working with the Killstream. This is the most he's ever given us. And he did so unwittingly, because he's a moron. So, all the VTuber fans out there, all the VTubers themselves, you have one fat, absolutely disgusting person to blame, and that is Brian, the Gator Gamer Holloman. So, you can be mad at me if you want, and a lot of you are, and I see it, and I don't care. But really, there's one motherfucker you should blame, and it ain't me, it's him. And some of them know that, and I've seen them say that. And they are actually pissed at him, because they're like, this has been poking at Ralph for years now, used to work with him, shows up, makes a fucking absolute cringe display for himself, drags us into his battle, and now Ralph's going in on all of us. And that's exactly what happened. To be fair to those weirdos, they're absolutely correct. That's exactly what fucking happened. And I thank him for it, genuinely. Now let's go through these timestamps. This gives a little backstory for the stream, apparently.
Subscribers by the end of the year, then I would do this stream, thinking that it would never happen, and I was so unconfident in myself. Oh, there it goes. Hi, there you go.
This is gonna be difficult, isn't it?
Okay, I was so unconfident in my ability to get subscribers that I didn't think that it would happen, but it happened. So now I have to.
Yeah, because you pedo baited hard as fuck. Yeah, it'll work out, won't it? Notice how they talk in the baby voice. Again, this is for chronicling purposes. And I understand that it's kind of hard to watch this shit. But it needs to be chronicled, and it needs to be done in a detailed way. And we need total Gator rhetorical death. We need him exposed to the masses. Who gives a fuck about these VTubers? They keep spamming lies and a couple true things. My no contest plea and all this shit. Like, I give a fuck. You can spam that shit all day. You can spam those lies all day, and it ain't going to stop me, as you've seen. All it does is boost my engagement, boost these posts, and you're fucking retarded. Now, I can say that out loud, and they'll still do it because they're that fucking dumb. I mean, you have to be pretty fucking sick and dumb to be a pedophile in the first place. So, not exactly a shock, but I can say that out loud, and it doesn't matter how many times I say that out loud, they'll still do it. And they're still begging for Big Daddy Corporation to come in and sue me. Ain't gonna happen. They'd have to find me first, and second off, they're not gonna do shit. They're not gonna do shit. I'm not on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. You have no power here, unless you go full Godwinson. Apparently, there is a slight little bit of power here, but we'll keep it within the lanes, as I said earlier. I love Godwinson going outside the lanes too, by the way. And I love that there is at least one other guy with balls in the sector left, with a sword left to swing, with a sword that is still sharp, that hasn't been rubbed down to the nub like GATOR'S. Well, I'll leave that to the imagination. But
follow through with it, and I had to date this stupid tier list where I have to reveal everything. Oh, Jesus Christ! Thank you so much for the $293.08. I'm here.
what the fuck? It's quite profitable, too. That's another thing you need to keep in mind. These people are making money. Big bucks to PEDO bait. Big bucks to shill this out to the masses, including your children. And again, you know, the only children I care about are mine. I'm going to be real. But it's still a societal ill. It's still a fucking cancer, and it should be mentioned. Kids are watching this shit and thinking this is acceptable, thinking this is something they can grow up with. Well, guess what? They're going to turn into pedophiles, or, you know, pedophile promoters, pedo bait enjoyers. That's what they're going to turn into. And YouTube's allowing this. Grifting off pedophiles. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing, Shamu. And look, no mistake needs to be made. They're making a lot of fucking money. And normally I would say I don't hate on that, but actually I do hate on it this time. Even people, you know, Josh Moon was replying to my post earlier. And I was like, look, Josh, you know, we got our issue. I meant issues, but I put issue. It could be just we have an issue. But he was dumbfounded. He's like, are they really saying these things? And somebody replied with the timestamps, and I said, look, you know, we have our issue. But look at those timestamps. Just skim through this fucking stream. The answer is yes. The answer is an unmitigated, absolute yes.
But Kiki, are you really? Are you really? That's very kind of you. I appreciate that you're here for me on this humble day. But yes.
You fucking piece of shit! You belong in jail. By the way, I should also mention this, and I have the screen. Second, before we get too far into it, PIPPA Pipkin, the absolute cancerous. They think I'm afraid to go at this piece of shit. Well, I went at it before. I've been saving it, actually, because this is going to be a long, drawn-out battle that may never end. This may be a content lane from now until they stop doing this shit, which they probably won't. So actually, I've been saving that. These idiots on Twitter, these pedophiles on Twitter, think that I'm afraid to go at that skank. No, I'm not. Actually, I've been saving it. But it should be noted, before we go too much further, that this VTuber, Kiki, did multiple streams with PIPPA Pipkin. Now you can't find them. They're hidden on YouTube. Unlisted. So unless you have, or they might be even deleted. But I suspect they're probably unlisted. So unless you have the original links, which somebody might, and if they do, go get them and download them quick. Just as soon as you hear me say that. Go ahead.
A Doll Wolf sent $1 on Rumble. It needs to be said that YouTube and Twitch benefit off this as well.
Sure they do.
They give them favorable algorithm pushes with backroom deals made with these VTuber core.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And that's a big part of it. But this streamer, Kiki, multiple streams with PIPPA that you can't find now. They're hidden. And they don't mention Pippin, whatever the fuck that whore's name is. They don't even mention them anymore. Because I don't know that this one actually works with... I'm not sure if they're on the same corp now or not. I'd have to do some digging on that. But there's been some kind of hide the evidence type operation going on here to either... Because PIPPA Pipkin's a much bigger VTuber than this one. They're deleted, not unlisted. Wow! It's a clean sweep? I was just told that. Well, I'll be damned. So, it's a full sweep job. Now you have to ask yourself, why would that be? Probably because there's a lot of pedophile shit in those videos. Pedophile baiting, should I say. And PIPPA's a much bigger VTuber than this one. This one's got 15K. PIPPA's got, I don't even know, a couple 100,000 or more. Maybe more than that. Pimped out by Medicare as well. Pimped out by all these people. But these streams have been deleted. And I wonder why. I wish to God somebody has these archives. I don't think anybody here listening probably does. Hopefully you don't. But if by some chance you do, please let me know. TheRalph@theralphretour.com. Because there's a reason these are hidden. And it's to protect Pippa Pipkin. That's why they would be hidden, not this bitch. Because she's a smaller VTuber. It's to protect the cash cow. Oh, is that one of them right there? Is that the Ponytown with Pippa? Well, I'll be damned. Archive.org coming in clutch again. Okay, now let's go through some more of these timestamps.
$50 of Grey. The fact that $50 of Grey was a Twilight fan fiction always makes you like laugh so hard. You write your own now? I have a special rabbit book where I put screenshots of lewd things that you guys say and I turn them into weird stories sometimes. Okay. Thank you so much for becoming a champion. Thank you very much. It is? Yes. Yeah, it is. It was originally written as a Twilight fan fiction, and then...
No
yeah,
shit,
then
you dumb whore!
Into a,
no, I never heard that story before.
Because so many, like, I don't know, middle-aged women...
No, I never heard of that before.
Or whatever, so much. So
had no idea.
So someone decided...
I had no idea. I had no idea 50 Shades of Grey was a fanfic of Twilight. No, I never heard that story at all. You fucking piece of shit.
Into a movie. It's such a bad representation of like BDSM just in general. Like it's so typical. Like the guy's like, I was...
Well, it made like $50 gazillion, so you know, I don't think they give a fuck. And I never watched it, but whatever. Let's skip ahead.
Disgusting, okay, at the end of this. But unfortunately, this is just what happens when you go through the rabbit hole of weird stuff. And I will specify, if you need any specifications for things that I like, just ask, okay? But let's have a look through the tier list and what tags we're working with here, because there's some interesting ones. I think these are the top 100 tags from N.
Lord, give me strength.
Hentai from what I've seen. Oh my god, thank you for gifting 50 memberships. Holy fuck.
Dude, it's profitable as fuck. The pedos got money and they don't mind giving it away to their pedo baiting cartoon.
Shit, what the hell? How did you... Oh my god, thank you. What the fuck?
YouTube should be blasted off the fucking planet for this. Twitch as well.
Jesus Christ. Thank you very much. Also, yeah, I mean, you guys ain't...
yes, I have that video of her explaining cunny. Yes, I have that. Like I said, this wasn't the only thing.
Pervert, it's ridiculous. Thank you so much for gifting them, though. I appreciate that a lot. Let me just have a sip of my coffee, okay? Yeah. Okay. Now, shall we begin with looking at the tags? Now,
we've seen this first part already. I think this is the lolicon where she makes sure that's right at the top.
I think this first one is looking at a schoolgirl uniform. Now, I will say this with schoolgirl uniforms, and a lot
maybe they're not in order, okay.
These tags, like, I may not like the tag specifically, but a lot of the stuff under the tag, is always, like, decently good, I guess, because sometimes it goes hand in hand with the lolly tag, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I'd say it goes pretty high. I wouldn't say it's in my top tiers, but I'd say it goes pretty high because of just some of the stuff that it revolves around.
So Gator's a lolicon, Rand's a lolicon. I mean, this is confirmed. This is Gator's boy soprano moment. So Pippa's a cunny poster, yes. I mean, she was hanging out with this bitch. We have one of the streams on archive.org that they deleted off YouTube. Ponytown with PIPPA. Now, I don't know how, you know, bad it is, but I know that they deleted these off YouTube for a reason. Pippa's a much bigger VTuber. Keep that in mind. Bigger cash cow. Not Otter Pippin. Pippa Pipkin. Otter Pipkin, no.
Sageritard sent $10 on Rumble. Watching this cartoon shit like.
Is that a song? Let me see if that'll come up. Oh, here. No, it's a video. I know that site, actually. Gotten some movie clips off there.
What the fuck? What the actual fucking fuck, darling? What the fuck? What the actual fucking fuck, darling?
Yeah, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Love me schoolgirls, they're pretty good. I don't know. I do think a lot of the time, like, schoolgirls are cute, and I don't know. I feel like there's certain lollies that
Thank you,
like,
Sage.
should be looted, and there's others that shouldn't. Not because of a moral standpoint, but just
Of
because,
course, we
like,
knew you didn't have any of those.
it doesn't do it for me. I don't know. If they're really innocent and cute, I'm like,
Oh, you don't get off on
yeah,
that.
you
Okay,
do-
I see.
You're too sweet. I don't know. So I'm gonna put that in the like. I think I like it. I put that in the like category. Do I put it here? Okay, there we go. I guess we'll just kind of put it from, I guess.
Okay. Now let's see. What are those, by the way? I don't even know. It's a word that I've seen these fuckers use. What is that exactly? ToddlerCon bad, Lollycon good. No, that's not what they said. Actually, they said they were just more of a Lollyconer than a ToddlerConer. Not saying that they weren't into ToddlerCon at all. Just saying that they like Lollycon better. Okay, a group of people who share an interest, activity, or hobby. All right. Keep in mind, this is PEDO. The cartoon is that's a little girl style cartoon speaking in a childish voice, right? Keep that in mind. Oh, they're talking about all these sex acts and all this lewd, which is lewd is not the word for this, by the way. Filth, indecent material.
In my opinion, like, I don't know. I think it should be used as the second, hole. You know, it should be
She's
like.
talking about anal, by the way. Keep that in mind.
You know, if you've already used it and like you just so happen to want to use the second one, like, you could use it, but I would obviously rather go for, you know, obviously, like, this normal stuff is the better one, but I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind it. It's not the end of the world for me. I don't know. It's not the end of the world, okay? So I'll put it maybe in an indifference because I don't really mind, I'd say. But I don't know. It depends on how.
Trying to
I'm
sound
feeling
young?
about things.
Yes. Yes, Bucket. That's exactly what she's trying to do. And it's a child avatar. And she's using a child. Yes, that's exactly what's going on here. She allegedly. We don't know. Could be a tranny. Yeah, who knows? I'm not seeing this one outed. Okay. Jeez.
I'll be honest with me and stuff. This is the issue, okay, with me. And I don't know if this is. I'm just gonna put it all out there today. I can't even put like a tampon in. I tried to put it.
Now, you would ask yourself, why say something like that? It's probably not true, by the way. But why would they say something like that? Chat, could you volunteer the answer to that question? Because I know the answer to it. Why would a woman, quote unquote, say something like that?
Clouded Trigger sent $1 on Rumble.
Jail.
Jail.
Yeah, I agree. But why would she say something like that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because she's trying to LARP as a little girl, and she's trying to, again, not to get too graphic, but I'd hate to even point this out, but this is why she's saying this. To sound more tight,
Daniel
that's
Larson
exactly why
Stan
she's
sent
saying that.
$5 on Rumble. Rand, for all you've done in the past, you'd better come out now and 100% disavow this. Which side are you on, Randbot?
Well, we know already, but that's why she's saying that. It's more pedo bait. So, pretending to act like a little girl that is new to tampons. Yes, exactly.
The tampon in once and I cried really hard, you know. So I've
What
never
in the
like
fuck?
ever tried having anything in there, you know. And I tried one time to like put stuff there, but it was really painful and I ended up crying. So I actually don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Dude.
But so if I think maybe it feels better, I don't know, because I feel like for me both would feel really bad, you know, because people like, oh, it's probably really painful to do butt stuff. I'm like, well, both would probably be super painful for me. I don't know. Or
This is Gator's favorite, by the way. Keep in mind. And again, I know this is hard to listen to. Not Gator, who gets hard listening to it. It's hard for most normal people to even hear this. But it needs to be heard to understand the full scope of Gator's sickness, these people's sickness. I'm fully aware that most normal folks would never want to hear anything like this and would just naturally recoil at hearing this type of portrayal, which is absolutely guaranteed false. But it needs to be heard to just understand what kind of fucking absolute filth, what absolute crowd of degenerates that we're dealing with here. And the people who promote this shit. They promote it, I won't say most, but a lot of their people, they don't even know. They're like, oh, cute little anime, whatever. Yeah, why are they somehow, da, da, da. But when you actually listen to what's being said and what's being portrayed, this is a grown woman, allegedly woman, portraying herself as a little girl who can't use a tampon and is portraying herself as virginal as well, by the way, if you caught the language there. Saying it would probably hurt, as if they've never had sex before. Now, nobody listening believes that if they got a brain. But they're playing a character, and their character is that of a little girl. And they're playing this to get pedos off. Gator most likely jacked it while he was listening to this. Let's not forget Trigger Point likes this filth too. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. And he's a piece of garbage, and he should be in prison. And so should she, and so should Gator. Prison, not jail. Prison. So I just want that to be known. That's why she's doing this. This is allegedly a grown woman. I'll even say, you know what? We'll just give them credit for being a woman. But they're playing the character of a little girl who's never had sex, but who fantasizes about all this stuff and doesn't really know. Maybe that would probably hurt too. Like because they're wink, wink, virgin girl, right? That's what they're portraying. on air for money. And it makes a lot of money. No denying that. But crack makes a lot of money too, like Tupac said. That doesn't mean crack's good.
So people say it feels like you're pooing backwards, and I just don't like the idea of that. I don't know. I don't like the idea of it or whatever. Yeah. I just don't like the idea of it. Yeah. I'm becoming increasingly concerned that YouTube's gonna snipe the stream. Well, at worst someone could archive it, and I could have it unlisted or something, you know? Yeah. I don't know. You know how it is these days. That's how it is, okay? Lolicon, obviously, tag I look for.
Obviously. Since you're a fucking lolicon yourself, lolicon character, obviously a tag you look for. This is... She sounds fat. I mean, would anybody doubt she was? That's correct, Denise. Denise is on the money. It's all about erasing the line between child and adult. Correct. 1,000,000% on the money. That's exactly what it's about.
Most stuff I like is got lolicon in it. I think it's the best tag out there, probably. I put it at number 1, probably, in my tags. Because I am a big self-inserter. I like to self-insert a lot.
By the way, I'm being told that GATOR'S thread is now moving faster than REKIETA's on Kiwi Farms. Take out Josh over this, Gator. And you freaks. That was probably a really bad idea. And I have the show announce pin, but retweet this too. That was probably a really fucking bad idea. And if you've been paying any attention, and of course, you know, I have my issues with what I've sometimes dubbed fanfic farms, because there is a lot of fanfic on there. I stand by that. But there, you know, I've called it a garbage dump. There's some, you can find some good finds in the garbage dump too. And there is some real stuff on there too. And I ain't gonna lie, there's some material I've gotten off there that I know is real. And it might not have found it elsewhere if it hadn't been saved there, etc. Now there's mixed in with a whole lot of bullshit. Overwhelming amount of bullshit. But the shit that was posted today about Gator, this clip that Josh posted himself in Gator's thread and featured at the top of his site, and then his account, and then he was interacting with me on Twitter as well, like, this can't be real. I'm like, yeah, it is. And then his account gets banned right after. And right after the Killstream goes live and starts talking about this. That's not a coincidence. All the shit he's been in on Twitter, what's he been back, a year now or more? And he just gets banned today? After featuring this depravity? Putting the sunlight on it, the best disinfectant? And he gets banned right after? That's not an accident.
Gador Anthony said $10 enough is enough, and it's time for a change. I must shout this one out to our fallen friend Darky, who deserves Killstream Hall of Fame entry, and I miss the Brothers Collins and fucking old attitude.
I would love to hear what you had to say about this.
Raise one for our lost bro.
A Smaster 33 sent $5 on Rumble. It needs to be on site with these people.
It is. They're threatening my account too.
Anonymous sent $5. It's kind of appalling that Jim Mitoka endorses all this behavior. Someone should ask him about it on his last stream ever.
Yeah, ask him about it.
Disfigured Corpse sent $5 on Rumble. TVD.
Gator was hiding it for years. That's what I think too. Because he knew it wouldn't fly.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
Good morning.
This will never get old.
Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above.
Cartoon violence, of course. I mean, you know, if this shit's okay, then what's wrong with that? I don't know how much
And I
this
think there's nothing better than seeing something with a lolly in it.
Jesus.
Anonymous sent $3. I wonder if the fat Chinese wife knows the only way he can get off these days is watching Pippa Pipkin.
Sad. But most likely true.
I am more of just a lolicon than like a what's it called, like a toddler Connor. I don't.
Again, I want to reiterate. I had never even heard the term toddler Connor before today. I had never even heard that term in my life. That's a new level of degeneracy I didn't even know existed. His thread is legit moving faster than REKIETA's. That's not even an overstatement.
No, I know it's like weird to put that in there or to specify, but like when they look like way too young, I mean, if I'm in a certain mood, I'll really like it, and I'll self-insert. But most of the time, I'll be like, I don't know. I mostly go for the ones where they just look little, you know what I mean, but not like too little, but not like. But I don't know. They need to have no womanly features at all. Like,
I see.
They can't have hips or anything. I need them to be small. And I think it's best accompanied by, like, you know, yeah, like other tags and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean these days?
Yeah, you're a sick bitch. I understand what you mean.
But I'd say now we've got like something good in each category. So we'll go to the next one, stockings.
No womanly features at all. It's straight out of this creepy bitch's mouth. Now wait a minute, Assmaster.
33 sent $1 on Rumble.
I
want this person executed.
Down. I understand the sentiment, but only punishment within the law, I have to say. I definitely understand that sentiment, though.
Good one. I go through phases, as I said. Like, I like crazy stuff, but I also like the idea of just humble, normal, like not normal, but like
not normal.
Kind of,
yeah, we know that.
Just like, I guess, I don't know. Married segs. I don't know. I don't think it's a tag in here, but these are the great combination: cream pie and wedding dress. I like wedding dresses. I like love. I like you know, I like mating presses. I love monogamy. I love like anything that shows real.
Assmaster 33 sent $1 on Rumble. I want this person found guilty by a jury of their peers and executed.
That's fair. Under the law. Legal means only.
Commitment is my favorite. So like any kind of stuff like marriage or cream pie, I think shows commitment. If they're like in love and they're like having a baby, that's like
cream pie shows
really
commitment.
Good.
Don't
I
get me
like
started.
that. You know, just anything that's like, just like, I don't know, just shows that they're in love. That's like something that I like, especially recently. I've been enjoying that one the most. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It's the next timestamp anyway.
Blowjob, I'd say it's an A tier for me. I like it. It's an A to S. I don't know. I love the thought of it. You know.
The thought of it. Again, they're portraying a virginal child character. So that's why they keep saying they love the thought of it. They like the idea. Because they are portraying a virginal kid. So that's why they say that. Anton says, your soul has to be totally destroyed to even consider ranking porn categories, and it's even worse that CP tops their list. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. But that's why they keep saying shit like that. I like the idea of it, I like the thought of it, or somebody told me it feels like this, and da-da-da-da. Little bit. Did Worski say that? Did Ralph cover Worski saying the VTuber should be left alone? Because he's a scared little bitch. That's why. He couldn't take one fraction of this heat. Pussy faggot. Crackhead fuck. Yeah, I can imagine why he would say that. He's afraid of Daddy Jim. Well, I'm not. Yeah, see if you can find the timestamp. Get my attention when you do. We're already close to the goal. PowerChat.live/The Ralph Retort. Killstream.live/tip. $sign Sunset Squad on Cash App. Rumble Rants.
I really like the idea of it. Like thinking about having something in my mouth like that.
Thinking about it,
is
see?
really nice. Plus, it like has stuff to do with glasses and like if someone like I like if they finish on their face.
I'm not gonna lie, this is hard to listen to. Yeah, Warshi'd rather go after Daniel Larson and iDubbbz and Review Tech Rich than actual fucking cancer. Not that those people are great, but what I'm saying is, or Pylon REKIETA, just easy ass shit, rather than the real fucking cancer. Yeah, I can't look. I don't want to go into that, Sword Brother, but yeah, I do remember that. It was like 2018, maybe 2019. Then another person that I used to know came on the show. I don't want to go into that for reasons, because I will say there's somebody that I used to know that I had come out and denounce Lollygon and made them do that. It was my understanding they weren't into that anymore anyway, but
Anonymous sent $10.
I wanted it made
Jade,
public.
no.
I wanted it made public.
This is unbelievable. Never tasted anything like it.
Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I wanted that to be said in public. And it was, because I demanded it. Now, I never saw any involvement in that, but I wanted a public statement about it. Now, again, I have to just say it like that. But
thank you for watching this clip. This is the CAC. Remember to like and subscribe.